A state with great realities and thriving population, Lagos State boasts as the #1 most industrious and positive growing city in the world. Welcome to another edition of Inside Lagos. I'm Ivy Kano.
Ẹni tí ò dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni ò dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Mo ní pé bó o bá dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn òyìnbó débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Haúsá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn Ìgbò débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Gbogbo Yorùbá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tí wọ́n mú lọ. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni òde kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ lórí àwa. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ọ̀pọ̀ ò bá dé kó ìrìn ẹkù.
The governor on Saturday formally commissioned the Mushin Overpass, bringing a new commuting experience to that axis of Lagos. The Overpass is the last of 5 built along the Red Line corridor. Residents of the area couldn't hide their excitement as they thronged out to witness the commissioning by the governor, who was accompanied by his deputy, Dr. Obafemi Hamsat, and members of the state cabinet. The project, which was undertaken by Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport, they say, will solve the congestion and delays associated with railway level crossing at Ogumokong Ises. Addressing those present, the governor said the inauguration of the Mushin Overpass was another testament to his administration's promise to Lagosians, noting that the infrastructure had changed the face of public transportation in the state.
We are here to fulfill what this government had said. We had promised Lagosians that we're going to change the face of rail public transportation in Lagos. But in doing that, we'll also be solving a lot of traffic, transportation, vehicular movement solutions for our citizens. So you can imagine this place that used to be from Onipan on the Sanwo-Olu-Ikorodu road side of Lagos to the Agege Motor Road, Ogumokun, Post Office Ogumokun, up onto Agege Motor Road of Lagos, putting this overpass that will connect the two communities seamlessly.
Before the Mushin Overpass was completed, this administration had opened 4 other bridges in Yaba, Oyimbo, Ikeja and Agege to create new connectivities along the Lagos Rail Mass Transit Red Line, which spans 37 kilometers from Agbado to Oyimbo.
This overpass is strategically important to ensure that is the Mushin station right behind you, which Mr. President commissioned concurrently earlier in the year. And you know that we promised 5 overpasses. This is the 5th one that this administration has promised and we have delivered.
Also speaking at the commissioning was the managing director of Lamata, who said the state government respected all agreements reached.
This is the 4th one out of the 4 that we built. In fairness, we were giving 5 of them to do, but the 5th one had already been built, the Agege Pensinima Overpass. We couldn't have done this without the support of the community, and we thank you. The Nigerian Railway Corporation, because we're crossing over their track. The House of Assembly, who have supported us from the very beginning of this project.
If you reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, better day for Lagos, reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, better day for Lagos, better Lagos, Sanwo-Olu, Sanwo-Olu, you want to speak Lagos, Sanwo-Olu, Sanwo-Olu, you want to better Lagos, Sanwo-Olu, Sanwo-Olu, you want to speak Lagos, Sanwo-Olu, Sanwo-Olu, yeah, Sanwo-Olu.
Now, joy also came the way of Agboyi-Ketu local government development area of Lagos as the atmosphere came alive on Sunday as Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu inaugurated a twin housing project in the council. Named Raymond Estate and Sterling Heights, the project is a government-private sector initiative delivered by the administration of the chairman of Agboyi-Ketu LCDA, Mayor Dele Oshinowo, in collaboration with Osita Homes and Sterling Bank. In his address, while commending Mayor Oshinowo for his contributions in delivering the project, the governor said such development cuts across key sectors including housing, healthcare delivery, education, tourism, and public transportation.
I'm happy and excited that all of our LCDAs and local government chairmen also have keyed into our program at the subnational level. And what you see is consistent and continuous development in all nooks and crannies of the state. It will boost local economy and it will contribute significantly to also the overall economy of the local government, of the state, and the nation. Let me also use the opportunity to thank Mr. President, who sees housing need and housing solution as one of the cardinal objectives. And so the Renewed Hope Housing Estate, we can see, is being developed in all the states of the country, of the Federation, Lagos inclusive. And I'm sure that at the right time, the Minister for Housing also will be coming to Lagos to also hand over all of those houses to our citizens. As a government, if we are counting the number of housing projects that Lagos State Government has commissioned, has opened within the last 5 years, I think we're number 19 or 20 of various housing estates that we as a state government have handed over, excluding the ones that the local government and the LCDAs are doing.
The chairman in his speech stressed that the support by the Sanwo-Olu-led administration made the project possible. The collaboration with private sector, he said, was in alignment with the sustainable development goals of the government.
While Agboyi-Ketu LCD under my leadership plays an important role in defining grassroots governance, it is important to know that there are numerous other projects eagerly awaiting your presence for commissioning in our LCDA. Esteemed guests, the housing initiative spearheaded by our administration through creation of Agboyi-Ketu Property and Investment Board in collaboration with private sectors aims to align with the sustainable development goals by providing affordable, accessible, quality housing to address deficits in our dear state. This initiative not only showcases Agboyi-Ketu LCD, but also aims to boost our internally generated revenue. Furthermore, our administration places great emphasis on infrastructure development as a means to enhance human capital and stimulate economic growth.
That is what we want from our local government chairmen. They must be creative. They must be able to leverage whatever resources they have to do greater things for the community. That is what you have showcased here today. So I want to say a big congratulations to you. You have not only done this for this community, you have also keyed in properly into the president's, renewed hope agenda in terms of reducing housing deficit. That is what you are doing here today. You have also keyed into the governor's themes agenda in reducing housing deficit in Lagos. And what you have done to all of us in Lagos is that with what you have done, you have also created an avenue where more revenues can be made, either by land use charge or even bringing the occupants of this place into the tax bracket.
Raymond Estate is one of the projects within the Akanimodo Housing Development Scheme. The estate stands on a land area approximately 0.9 hectares. The development of the land comprises of 64 units of apartments, 16 units of 2-bedroom apartments, 32 units of 3-bedroom apartments, and 16 units of 4-bedroom apartments. The journey to this day has been filled with challenges, but also with the countless moments of triumphs. From the project conception through planning stage, design, process, project execution, and to the final touches. Every step has been marked by quality and attention to details.
If you reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, so better day for Lagos, yeah. Reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, better day for Lagos, yeah. Better Lagos, Sanwo-Olu, oh Sanwo-Olu, you want to speak Lagos, Sanwo-Olu, oh Sanwo-Olu, you want to better Lagos, Sanwo-Olu, oh Sanwo-Olu, you want to speak Lagos, Sanwo-Olu, oh Sanwo-Olu, yeah. Oh Sanwo-Olu, oh Sanwo-Olu, love Lagos, oh Sanwo-Olu, oh Sanwo-Olu, love Lagos, oh Sanwo-Olu, oh Sanwo-Olu, love Lagos, oh Sanwo-Olu, oh Sanwo-Olu, love Lagos. See me, my freeway.
To ensure food security, the Lagos State government says it will continue to create a system that protects its citizens from food shortage. The deputy governor, who represented the governor, arrives the venue. After serving the Lagos State government, they have continued in retirement, a think tank group. Every year, a problem is identified and solutions profiled by the group. This year's theme is Agenda for Sustainable Development and Food Security.
The choice of this year's summit theme, therefore, is by no means accidental. With the cost of food, even staple foods, beyond the reach of most Nigerians and nearing a national crisis, our association believes that our efforts will be seen by the government as preferring lasting remedies.
The focus on sustainable development and food security is paramount, particularly in the face of present pressing challenges currently being encountered in our country. As a society, we're at a critical point where addressing issues such as environmental sustainability, economic resilience, and ensuring access to nutritious and sufficient food for all citizens is essential. This summit provides an invaluable platform to deliberate on all these pivotal issues, drawing on the rich experience and expansive knowledge of our distinguished retirees, in order to come up with feasible strategies that will bring positive achievements in this regard.
That set the tone for discussions. While the guest speaker is of the opinion that Lagos State is doing well, but he stressed much more needs to be done. The Director General of Dawn Commission says coordinated efforts are needed in order to achieve more in the Southwest region.
In this area, we need a lot of collaboration. I read in the news some of the collaborative work between Lagos State and some of the Southwest states. The Dawn Commission is there. It's a platform that can bring us together and make sure that we take full advantage of everything around us. The private sector, they have their role to play. And the civil society organization, there are very sincere ones around who have been doing great jobs in this area. Please, let's take advantage of what we have. I acknowledge the recent naming of the Minister of Agriculture to emphasize food system. That is the starting point. Once you start, it means that you know that you need to move. We must be seen to carry this through the entire value chain. We have changed the name. We need to change the way we produce. We need to change the value addition efforts. We also need to change the composition of the active player, the private sector. Everybody must be part of that change. We can unlock food potential of partners. We have them in good numbers. The World Bank, the ADB, let us take the best advantage. Environmental sustainability is key.
Price stabilization through marketing boards control the market, securing farmers as well as protecting consumers from international competition.
Appreciating the association for their foresight, the Deputy Governor revealed that the state has in place some measures to tackle food insecurity.
So food security is very critical, and it's important for us to understand that it must be done in such a way that it is sustainable, so that food is available, accessible, affordable for all of us. Lagos State, we are trying to make a lot of strides in agriculture and food production through various initiatives. We have that 4 pillars: domestic self-sufficiency, expand coconut, increase vegetable production, increase fishing, strategic up-country partnership with different states. Then the third is strategic food processing, storage, and logistic capacity.
It's an annual event that have them all converging on Lagos from different parts of the world. Lagos State says it is set to digitalize the health sector as it holds pre-launch of Lagos Smart Health Information Platform, SHIP. State government officials, partners and others arrive venue. It's another day to discuss the future of healthcare delivery in Lagos. Digitalization, they say, will revolutionize healthcare in the state.
Real-time data access and advanced analytics provided by the platform will support healthcare professionals in making informed decisions swiftly, optimizing resource allocation and operational efficiency.
He is the driver of the vision, and he says the future of healthcare is becoming personalized.
So what we're building with SHIP, the ability to move medical data from facility to facility.
For one of their partners, it's important to harness technology as it will help government make data-informed decisions.
By leveraging advanced technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, remote care, wearables, data analytics, and the Internet of Medical Things.
What's the time frame for takeoff?
We are going to roll out in segments. I think the first 6 months is going to be critical. After that, the schedule then continues, and up to about 2 years, where we would have built almost a complete connectivity throughout the public health facilities. So up until now, we've been collecting the information in silos and keeping them at the individual facilities. Henceforth, as we roll out the SHIP and as we create the interconnectivity between these facilities, that data will now sink into the SHIP and will be collected centrally, where it can now be subject to trending analysis, to modern data informatics, to machine learning, and to artificial intelligence, such that that data now becomes a very valuable asset to the government, not just for resource allocation and for policy formulation, but to the practitioners who require this patient data to be readily accessible to them at the point of care of the patient, and even when the patient moves from one aspect of the facility to another. So for example, the patient will move from the outpatient clinic to the ward, to the inpatient, to be an inpatient, or may move to the pharmacy or the laboratory, or may be referred to another facility within the health sector, that patient's data can follow them in a very secure manner. We've gone through an elaborate process of ensuring data security. The Ministry of Health, alongside with the Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology, have been working on data security for years now. And I'm happy to say that Lagos State Ministry of Health and its partner agencies have been approved and accredited as compliant and able to protect the integrity and the security of our residents and our patients' personal health information, so that it is not accessible in an abnormal way. As practitioners use the SHIP, they will have different levels of security that give them access to different levels of information as required and at any point in time.
The panel session was a time to address issues raised, such as sustainability, challenges, and others. Stakeholders who are also advocates for the SHIP highlight the importance of chain management.
In a bid to promote and preserve the rich cultural heritage of Lagos, Ises Day was established in line with the United Nations World Traditional Religion Day. Lagos joins other southwest states in celebrating Ises Day, observed every year on the 20th of August. Ises Day encompasses the traditional, spiritual beliefs and practices of the Yoruba people. Lagos, Oyo, Osun, Ondo, Ekiti, Kwara and parts of Kogi are the states involved in the celebration. In the spirit of the occasion, the Special Advisor to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on Tourism, Arts and Culture, Idris Aregbe, led a delegation from the Ministry of Tourism to visit traditional obas and titled heads across the state. The Oba of Lagos, Rilwan Akiolu, shared words of wisdom to those present, urging everyone to embrace truth and patience and to pray for divine guidance for the nation's leaders for a progressive society.
With prayers, dedication, and patience, all will be well. We should not indulge in raining abuses or curses on our leaders. We should pray for them, that God should guide them in the right way.
It's about respecting our traditions, our values, our real fathers. Telling them that thank you. It's about prayer. It's about the unity that that Lagos stands for, and that we identify with in Lagos. So that's what we're doing today. So the prayer is that may God continue to bless our Lagos, protect our Lagos, and promote everything that has to do with Lagos.
The Oniru of Yoruland, Oba Abdulwasiu Omogbalahon Lawal, commended Governor Sanwo-Olu for approving Ises Day as a public holiday.
The Lagos State government, under the leadership of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his team with the legislators, they declared August 20th as a public holiday, work-free day for us to promote our culture and tradition in recognition of the effort of the traditional institutions. So on behalf of the traditional institutions in Lagos and Lagos, we must again say thank you to the governor.
He also pledged that traditional rulers would continue educating the youth about Lagos culture and heritage.
As traditional institutions, we will continue to do our bit to ensure that we have peace and security in the land. And for the people, we should always be law-abiding.
Cultural celebrations are geared toward strengthening the culture, tradition, and promotion of the tourism sector.
With that, we've come to the end of this week's edition of Inside Lagos. I'm Ivy Kanu. Do have yourself a great week.
Thank you.